The phone buzzed at 6:14 a.m. I was still half asleep, my hand numb on the nightstand, the ceiling fan slicing the air into even pieces. For a moment, I thought it was work, a calendar alert, something ordinary. It wasn't. Plans have changed. You're not coming on the cruise anymore. My mother wants only her blood family there. No greeting, no apology, just a boundary drawn in digital ink. I read it twice, then a third time. Each pass scraped something raw. The room felt suddenly smaller, as if the walls had leaned in to hear my reaction. Blood family. The phrase echoed. Clinical, selective, surgical. I didn't respond. I set the phone face down and lay there, counting my breaths, listening to the distant hum of traffic waking up. In the kitchen, the coffee maker clicked on, something she'd programmed the night before. The smell drifted in, familiar and mocking. This was supposed to be our anniversary trip, 2 weeks at sea. Sunlight, distance, the illusion of repair. Instead, I was being edited out. I stood, dressed slowly, deliberately. In the bathroom mirror, my face looked calm. Too calm. The kind of calm that comes before you accept a truth you've been avoiding. I poured the coffee down the sink without tasting it. By the time she woke up, I was already gone. The text wasn't the betrayal, it was the confirmation. For months, something had been off. Not loud, not dramatic, subtle shifts. A hand pulled away a second too early. Conversations that ended the moment I entered a room. Her laughter, lighter, but never with me. I told myself it was stress, her mother's illness, work, life's quiet erosion. But blood family. I replayed the last year like surveillance footage. Her sudden interest in genealogy, the way her mother spoke to me, polite but distant, as if tolerating a guest who'd overstayed. The holiday dinners where I felt like furniture. There were other things, small lies, harmless on their own. A charge on the credit card she couldn't explain. A phone call she took outside, whispering. The way she'd started calling me by my name instead of the nickname she'd used for a decade. I never confronted her. I don't do chaos. I do patterns. That afternoon, she finally called. "I didn't mean it like that," she said. Her voice was careful, managed. "It's just complicated." I let the silence stretch. Complicated how? Another pause, breathing, calculation. My mom doesn't think this is the right time. This, not us. I pictured the cruise ship pulling away without me, her standing at the railing, relieved, her mother beside her. Someone else, maybe, just out of frame. I hung up without saying goodbye. That night, alone in a hotel off the interstate, I opened my laptop and began to inventory my life like a crime scene. I moved quietly. That's always been my advantage. I canceled the cruise payments first, all of them. Non-refundable, they'd said. Everything is refundable if you're willing to burn bridges. I canceled the joint credit card, froze the line of credit, redirected my paycheck. The house came next. It was in my name, always had been. She'd insisted it didn't matter. Love didn't need paperwork. Love lies. I listed it below market value, cash offers only, closed in 10 days. While the paperwork moved, I watched. Phone records told a story she never could. Long calls to a number saved under a woman's name, a woman who didn't exist. I traced it back to a man I recognized from her mother's church, a family friend, recently divorced. Blood family. I checked emails, cloud backups, nothing explicit. She was careful. But care leaves fingerprints, deleted threads, calendar events labeled lunch that lasted 5 hours. Through it all, I stayed silent. Polite texts, neutral replies. I told her I understood, that I hoped the cruise would be good for her. She sent heart emojis, promises to talk when she got back. I packed only what mattered. Documents, clothes, a few books. I left the rest behind like a decoy. The morning they left for the port, I mailed a single envelope to the house. Inside was nothing, just absence. The DNA test arrived the same day the sale closed. I hadn't ordered it for a child, we never had any. I ordered it for her mother. It confirmed what the church whispers hinted at. The man from the phone records wasn't just a family friend, he was family, illegitimate, hidden, protected, blood family. I didn't confront her then. There was no need. Truth doesn't require witnesses. When the cruise ended, I was already 3 states away. She called 37 times. I answered once. "I'm home," she said, breathless. "Where are you?" "The house." "It's sold," I said. Silence collapsed on the line. "What do you mean sold?" "I mean it's gone." "So am I." She cried then. Not loud, not dramatic, just the sound of something breaking that had been under pressure for years. "You can't do this," she said. I already did. I emailed her the DNA report. No explanation, no commentary. She understood. Her mother called next. Anger first, threats, lawyers. I listened, patient. When she paused, I spoke. "I know," I said, "about him, about why I wasn't welcome." Another pause, longer. "You don't know anything," she said, but her voice shook. "I know enough to know why blood matters to you," I replied, "and why I never did." I hung up. There was no courtroom drama, no screaming matches, just paperwork executed with precision, accounts separated, assets divided according to the law she'd never thought to read. The house funds were already invested, out of reach, untouchable. She sent messages I didn't open, apologies layered over excuses, love weaponized as nostalgia. I blocked the number. Revenge doesn't need spectacle, it needs timing. I live somewhere coastal now, not near a port. I don't like watching people leave. Some nights I think about the cruise, the photos she probably posted, smiles curated for strangers, a family finally complete without me. I don't feel anger anymore. Anger requires attachment. What I feel is clarity. I wasn't excluded because I failed. I was excluded because I saw too much, even when I pretended not to. Blood family. The phrase doesn't hurt now. It's just a diagnosis. I changed my number. My name on social media disappeared. The past became a locked room I no longer visit. When people ask why I left so suddenly, I tell them plans changed, and I don't look back.